You probably can't get coronavirus from your pets. Let me explain. Welcome back to Off-Label Veterinary News, your source for commentary on animals, medicine, and practice life. Let's jump into a story that the whole world has been talking about. A recent report from Hong Kong revealed a dog living with a novel coronavirus infection patient had tested weakly positive for SARS-CoV-19, sending pet parents panicking for pet-sized face masks. Since that news broke, veterinarians around the world have been inundated with calls, texts, and social media questions about whether or not dogs and cats can get coronavirus or spread it to humans. The science is pretty clear. It's highly unlikely that your pet can get COVID-19 or spread it to people. While I remain completely comfortable cuddling with my pets, there remains some concern and cause for general precautions. But first, a little background on coronaviruses. Veterinarians are more familiar with coronaviruses than most human physicians. While the first coronavirus was identified in 1937 in poultry, it wasn't until the mid-1960s that the first human coronavirus was discovered. There are now over 100 documented animal coronaviruses, yet only 7 are known to infect humans. Most dog owners are familiar with a form of coronavirus that causes mild diarrhea, and cat owners know all about a more serious variant that may lead to fatal feline infectious peritonitis, or FIP. Other common coronavirus diseases that veterinarians face include bovine coronavirus, transmissible gastroenteritis virus, porcine epidemic diarrhea virus, and avian infectious bronchitis. The coronavirus that causes the latest human epidemic, SARS-CoV-19, most likely originated in bats before mutating to infect other animals or humans. Besides being the only mammal that can fly, bats have a unique physiology that allows many types of viruses to live and reproduce in their bodies without causing illness. This makes bats a perfect petri dish for mammalian viral evolution. We believe many serious human viruses, including Ebola or the Nipah virus, began in bats, mutated to infect another animal, and eventually jumped to people. But let's get back to coronavirus in pets. In general terms, viruses are species specific. That means that the novel coronavirus we're dealing with now is specific to humans, not other animals, including our pets, unless it mutates. So how did the dog in Hong Kong test positive for coronavirus? Most likely it was the result of virus in the environment that ended up on the lining of its mucous membranes. In other words, the humans it lived with were shedding the virus, and the dog was unlucky enough to inhale or ingest it. The great news is that that dog, nor any other dog or cat in the world, hasn't developed any signs of illness, indicating COVID-19 remains a human-specific infection. This means that the human coronavirus isn't living or replicating inside a pet's body, amplifying its spread. If a dog or cat encounters or carries SARS-CoV-19, it's strictly an accident. But accident or not, there remains a minimal risk that a dog or cat's fur or skin could serve as a mechanical vector for COVID-19 transmission, in much the same way a door handle or a handshake can spread infection. Bathing your pet frequently is recommended if anyone in your home contracts COVID-19. You should bathe them after any public outings during an outbreak, or if you suspect your pet comes into contact with anyone ill. Unless there is clear scientific evidence that dogs or cats can contract COVID-19, I'm going to continue snuggling with my pets all night long. I'll probably be a little more cautious about any public places we visit during this outbreak, and I'll certainly bathe them more often, but that's about it. And please, skip the pet face mask, no matter what cute pictures you may see on your social media. Forcing a face mask on your pet will only stress them out, and that's never cute. Well, that's it for another edition of Off-Label Veterinary News. If you like content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ding the notification bell so you'll be notified as soon as content like this drops on your internet doorstep. If you have any questions about coronavirus, be sure to talk to your veterinarian and stay tuned to local and national health agencies because this is a rapidly evolving and emerging situation. Until next time, keep living that off-label life. Bye.